Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? It's Friendly Cheesecake. Trent Sneed up in the booth here tonight for round number 12 of Sidewinder Racing League's Marable Mobile Detail and Truck Series. We're at Chicagoland Speedway for the final round of the playoffs here. We have just under a minute remaining in qualifying. Right now, surprise, surprise, Blake Giglio and Lucas Hoytsmith making up the front row. And they pulled a sneaky on me. I didn't see the time and they advanced the session. And I was like, oh, God, okay. But, yeah. Quickly bring up the point stands here. Hoytsma already locked in after winning a darkness and also ran out of green-white checkers Talladega last week. Tony Bolin in second, followed by Derek Watkins, Blake Roebuck, Christopher Alkire, Thomas Green, Quinn Newton, and Michael Edwards. Round out the top 8 in points here. DG Swiss, Justin Sipes, Jarrett Talmadge, Tyler Clare, and Cliff Mullins, the outside drivers looking in to the top 8. And that is going to do it for qualifying here. So, starting lineup, once again, on pole, going to be the 16 of Blake Giglio. Second, going to be the 97 of Lucas Hoytsma. Third, going to be the 17 of Cody Brown. Fourth is going to be the 30 of Blake Roebuck. Fifth, going to be the 2 of Tony Bolin. Sixth is going to be the 41 of Derek Watkins. Seventh is going to be the 26 of DG Swiss. Eighth is going to be the 87 of Clint Roberts. Ninth is going to be the 14 of Michael Edwards. 10th is going to be the 5 of Quinn Newton. 11th is going to be the 43 of Christopher Alkire. 12th is going to be the 36 of Dolores Jones. 13th is going to be the 54 of Revenger. 14th is going to be the 63 of the Ghost Man, Travis Martin. 15th is going to be the 47 of Dalton Hayes. Going to be round up the top 15 here. 16th is going to be the 9 of J.R. Deal. Hopefully his internet and Mother Nature will allow him to actually race here tonight. Fortunately, his chances in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Speed Series were kind of ruined. Talladega due to Mother Nature dealing an unfortunate hand. 17th is going to be the 37 of Cliff Mullins. 18th is going to be the 68 of Jake Lawrence. 19th is going to be Race Control, so that's Eric Torshia. 20th is going to be the 21 of William Osborne. Right out the field here is going to be the 23 of Daniel Lawallen.
By the way, I'm on a completely new setup. So if I end up crashing the whole field, I am very sorry. Did you get your DD? No, I'm at a friend's house who has one. It was the triple screen.
All right, Blake, you're on pole. What's your plan?
Oh, I don't know. Haven't really got that far. Just gonna go have fun. Not one of my favorite tracks. Struggle with tire savings, so we'll see what happens. They're one of the best in my outsides, so we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, just send her to Dale. Yeah, that's all I got.
Alright, man.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that was 16 Blake Giglio, pole sitter here. And they are starting to roll. And it is currently storming like all crap at my place right now, so yeah. We run in 720p, and hopefully it'll at least stay in 60 FPS with crap. Starts to hit the fan again, I'll have to knock it down to 30, and if it goes downhill from there, then I'm just going to cry myself to sleep tonight. But regardless, about 19, 20 or so drivers here tonight take on the Windy City. And unlike real life, we're actually at Chicagoland.
Remember, can't have any tires left by the time we get to the green. You gotta scrub tires if you want to be a real racer, guys.
Scrub the tires.
Hey, Lucas, you still down to Clinton Blake going in the 4? I'll give you $100.
Tanner, I voted for your Alabama paint. For obvious reasons.
But dang, I'll put
GFEA.
I'll pull out a line in front of
Where
him.
is it? Oh, Knockel's running 9th. Had a hell of a finish at Talladega.
I was already planning on it.
I'm sorry I'm so far back. I'm way out of practice.
Green flag in the air. We're racing Chicago. 110 laps. And one Hoytsman Giglio side by side. So work their way through 1 and 2 for the first time here tonight. Still side by side, Lucas, for a moment. Looks like he was nose out ahead, but they're still neck and neck here for this race lead.
Third gear, Clint, third gear.
Off of 4, Giglio nosing out ahead. Who's going to get here first? Still side by side for the race lead. It's almost like Talladega. I don't even know who led the lap. So freaking close. Hoytsma going to be given credit for leading lap 1 here at Chicagoland, and currently has a nose out ahead of the 16 off turn 2. Oh, if I was going to get in the outside wall there. Blake Roebuck in the 30. So they finally get single file here. Hoytsma officially showing the way here, and as I was saying, Blake Roebuck in this 30 machine looking to get a run on the 16 of Giglio for that second spot. That's right, 2 laps going to be completed. A little further back here for about 5th or so spot. 27th, 26 DG Swiss trying to hold off his teammate Michael Edwards for 7th. Garrett Watkins in the 41 just ahead of him, trying to apply a little bit of pressure to the 17 of Cody Brown. That'll be for 4th. Running that outside lane, maybe got in the corner a little bit as they come off 4. Not still just running up there. Tony Bowen in the 2 machine. Going to the apron, trying to find a little bit of grip down there. Maybe a bit of a run, not quite able to do so. As Hoytsma continuing to maybe pull a little bit of a gap over the 16. Right now it's about 2 or so truck lengths. As Roebuck, for a moment, looks like he was completely all over the 16's rear end. It's a nice run off of 4. Nice run going to be into turn 1. Peeking to the inside, going to back up the corner. May get a run off of 2. Giglio trying to reel back in this 97 machine. Train of trucks roar down the back straightaway.
Oh,
41, Garrett Watkins going way up the racetrack. That's going to allow the 2 of Tony Boland to just about get to his inside. This is going to be a battle for 5th. And Boland still just about got his nose under there. Back to being all clear as Watkins continuing to try and find a way around the 17 of Cody Brown. We got ourselves a battle here for about 16th. Revenger, Clint Roberts, and Dalton Hayes. And Cliff Mullins just ahead of these guys. Maybe a little bit of contact as well.
Oh, good, man.
So Roberts going to try and get around that 54 as well. They keep going in the right direction. No harm, no foul. 21 of William Osterbrander trying to get a run as well. As they come down the back straight. As battle for the race lead, Giglio going around the 97 of Hoytsma. And, well, we saw this not quite last week at Dago, but the week prior. Hoytsma is just going to plant his nose just to the bumper of Giglio and just push him around. Roebuck in the 30, still right there in the middle of this if these two were to get side by side again. Looking off the rear end of the 16. See Hoytsma all over Blake's rear end. Going to go to the outside. Going to get a nice run actually coming off 2. If he keeps it off the wall, and he will, he's going to get a run down the back. Hoytsma back to the race lead. Giglio comes right up in front of the 30. Blake Roebuck now going to look to the inside of Blake Giglio. Battle of the Blakes. Balaques. It looks like behind these guys we have ourselves we have a battle. Tony Boland side by side with Derek Watkins for 5th. Watkins blinking, has the advantage of being on the outside. Right now we've seen that outside has speed, and the 2 sliding up. Has a bit of a run. Swiss coming on the inside as well. Actually going to move back up just behind the 41 of Watkins. Tony still side by side with D-Waddy, and Bolin going to be able to clear up. Come back down to cover the inside. Swiss may be able to get a bit of a draft on the apron, pull him alongside the 41. Michael Edwards in the 14, just behind these guys. Swiss going to fall back in line behind the 41. Edwards now peeking to the inside. Not quite able to do anything there. As Swiss looking back to the inside of Derek Watkins. Once again, not quite able to get anything done there. May try and arc the corner off of 2, maybe get a run. And who is that just, I think, clapped to the outside wall? It may have been the 17, Cody Brown. Don't appear to see any damage on there. As Swiss has gotten back to the inside of Derek. And off of 4, not quite able to clear that 41 just yet. Derek holding on that outside. And 1, Swiss clear. Is he going to be able to slide up coming off 2? Watkins, though, coming back with a run on the outside. Still too wide for 6th. And Watkins fighting on the outside, may retake the spot here at the line. Swiss actually going to be credited with the spot. Meanwhile, as this happens, Tony Bolin was fighting out with Cody Brown for 4th. And I thought Michael was going to make it 3 wide for a moment. And they're still 2 wide. Quinn Newton, the 5, has come up into this pack as well. Off of 4, still 2 wide. Quinn Newton going to the outside of Michael Edwards. And Derek finally looks like going to clear that 26 off of 2. Michael Edwards going to fall in behind the 5 of Quinn Newton. Outside right now is looking to be the place to be. Tony Bolin going back to the inside of Cody Brown for 4th. Cody with a bit of a blink. But looks like going to be able to hold on to that 4th spot down the back stretch. Go check towards back end here. Dalton Hayes, Revenger, and Clint Roberts all in a battle. William Osherbrayer ahead of them, as well as Dolores Jones. Clint maybe trying to back up the corner, get a run off of 2. Not quite able to do so. Check back in on the leaders real quick. Hoytsma 3/10 gap over the 16 of Giglio. And these guys have put about a second over the 30 of Blake Robot. Newton try and get a run on the 26 of Swiss. Oh, something may have happened to the 41. Because both Swiss and Newton have gotten around Derek Watkins. See if there's any damage. Don't see any immediate signs of damage to the right-hand side of the truck. I guess they just got around him. So DG going to try and run down the 2 of Tony Bolin for 5th. And Tony still trying to find a way around the 17 of Cody Brown. Already, it's looking like it's incredibly difficult to pass. That's one of the things that's immediately catching my mind as, oh boy, here we go. Tony going back to the inside, but Brown right on the top, able to defend perfectly. This JR Deal looks to be going to the outside of Michael Edwards for 10th. Ghostman Travis Martin, the 63, just ahead of these guys. JR moves up into the top 10. And looking to the inside, Travis Martin for 9th. Has a run down the backstretch. At least he did for a moment there. And to the inside, we got a battle just ahead of these. About 3 trucks ahead. I believe it was the 2 of Tony Bold and Cody Brown again, 4th. JR for a moment looked to be alongside the 63 of Martin, but has since backed off as Bolin back to the inside of Brown. Throwing her as low as she can go. Back through 1 and 2. Tony still just can't quite get around the 17. That outside is just, it's the place to be. It's DG going to try and get around the 2. Won't do anything there. Going to the apron. Bowling. Going to give room. So this is battle for 5th. You already see there, Swiss just not quite able to get around that 2 on the bottom. Checking on the battle between the 63 and the 9. Travis started to put a little bit of distance between himself and the 9 of JR. Battle between Jake Lawrence and William Oshebranner for 14th. Still side by side. At 68 getting a run on that outside. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any passes on the inside anytime soon. The grip is just not there. As Lucas put about a second over the 16 of Giglio. Tony going back to the inside. And Swiss looking to make it 3 wide. Ooh, contact almost made. Still 3 wide off of 2. Oh, lordy. That 2 almost just hooked the 26s. Brown coming down to cover. Let's see if Cody's going to let his teammate by on the inside. Looks like he's still holding on to that 4th spot. Swiss peeking back to the inside, trying to get the run. Getting a run down the backstretch. Cody, though, still holding on to that spot on the outside. Swiss made nose ahead at the stripe. At the line, Brown still scored with 4th. DG, though, not giving up. Bowling now looking, or was peeking to the inside of Swiss there. They make it 3 wide again. As yellow flag in the air. First caution of the night.
Under review.
That was me. Well, Travis, how's it going to?
And in the corner, 21 just gets tight and unfortunately clips the left rear of the 43.
EOL going to William Ashburner, gone into the back of the...
Poor Roberts and Lawrence, nowhere to go in that.
I have a half gallon of fuel left.
Oh,
Right.
So we're about to see pit cycles. So 30 laps. That's about as far as you can stretch it. I believe everyone has come down on the pit road. So, who's going to win the race off of pit road? Right now, Lucas' left sides went up about a quarter of a second quicker than 16. Off the line, Hoytsma, Giglio, and Roebuck. 3 off of pit road. Yep, as I figured, immediately everyone going to fuel saving mode.
I'm getting fancy with the commands tonight.
Does anyone come down to top off?
Checking up front stretch.
Jake Lawrence is on pit road still, unfortunately going a lap down. So we take the one to green. Right now, looks like the Tree and Technologies hard charger is the 9 of JR Deal. He has currently made up 6 spots so far, currently running in that 10th spot. Once again, if you're in the Alabama, Tennessee area, want a security installation for your business, go to treeindusa.com. Front row going to be the 97 and the 16. I think with this restart here, we give ourselves a crank it up, brought to you by Sneak Game Farm. Might as well. Alright, that was Cranking Up, brought to you by Sneed Game Farm. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Right now, there, Lucas. Picking up from where he left off, holding on to that race lead over the 16 of Giglio. About 50 or so laps, we're at the halfway point here tonight. Top 3 hasn't really changed. Actually, yeah, top 3 hasn't really changed at all here. As right now, Watkins trying to get back around the 26 of DG. Yeah, Cody Brown's lost a couple of spots here on this restart. He's dropped back down to 9th. So, Travis Martin up into the outside wall.
Net code? No, I ran out of talent. I don't know, it looked like you were off along just like a tucked in.
At 63, just up into the outside wall. I hate to see it for Travis. He's having a good run going to the top 10, and it looks like he's going to drop down maybe somewhere in the top 15. About to pull alongside the 47 of Dalton Hayes. This is going to be for 13th or 14th. Bandio, Christopher Alcar just ahead of these guys. Currently running in 13th. Maybe 12th. We'll find out once everything resets here. At the line, Bandio's moved up into 12th. Alcar trying to run down the 41 of Derek Watkins. This will be for 6th. Going on board with the fob machine. And Newton not quite getting a run yet. Check in on that in maybe a lap or two. Back to the leaders, Hoytsma. About 4/10, maybe half a second to the 16 of Blake Giglio, and about the same distance back between Giglio and Roebuck. Roebuck has been running third for pretty much the entirety of the race here. It's like he got tied off of 4 there. Be interesting to see if he has anything to challenge the 2 leaders here. They've been up front all night. Gap's about 2/10 right now. JR Deal just got around the 17 of Cody Brown for 10th. And Brown has some right front damage that I did not notice. That may be what's the problem with the 17 machine. Cody's lost a couple of spots. Looks like he just dropped out of the top 10 there. So now JR going to try and run down the 37 of Cliff Mullins. See what we got any other battles going on here. The 63, Travis Martin, trying to run down the 43 of Alcar. Once again, this is going to be a battle for 12th. Martin going up to the outside, trying to get a run off of 4. Now the front stretch, he has a nice run. Here, see where he's going to go with it here as they get ready to head into 1. Looking to the outside. Alcar driving into the corner much deeper there, pulling a little bit of a gap. But it looks like Travis is reeling him in on corner exit and down the back. Nice run for the 63. Alcar maybe looking to take part of the line away from the 63s and work their way off of 4 and down the front stretch. Travis with a big run, peeking to the inside. Looking, trying to drive it in. 2 wide for 12th. Will we see a pass on the bottom? Alcar looks like going to give it to the 63 off of 4. Big whoop for the 63 there. So they're coming up on the 17 of Cody Brown. Poor Cody. That right front damage is killing him. DG up behind the 2 of Tony Bolin for 4th. Just had these guys. This is the 30 of Roebuck. So that's the wrong one. Actually, go check in on that real quick. Battle 4 looks like 15th. Dolores Jones, Revenger, and Jake Lawrence. And Lawrence is scored a lap down. Never mind. But Rev in the 54 machine, trying to get a run on that 36 of Dolores Jones. Down the backstretch, going all the way down to the inside. It looks like just had these guys, yep. I believe they just went around the 17. It's Cody Brown coming down pit road. Hate to see it for that 90, or 17. As Swiss is caught up to the back end of the 2 machine of Tony Bolin for 4th, going to the outside. Tony driving her in on the bottom, sliding up. Swiss coming with a huge run down the front stretch. Where does he go with it? Going to the outside. He's there. He's got his nose up there. Swiss trying to dive in the corner, coming up, has a run down the back stretch.
Hey, D-Waddy, come here, I got something to show you.
Okay, hold on. It's a plant.
So DG going to move up into fourth. Going to try and run down the 30 of Blake Roebuck for third. And Roebuck still in the process of trying to run down the 16 of Giglio. Hoytsmith has once again put about a second over the field. As looks like the 54 of Revenger has gotten around the 36 of Dolores Jones. Once again, that 68 of Jake Lawrence is unfortunately a lap down, and the 17 of Cody Brown is a lap down as well, and it looks like he has used his quick repair. As looks like Swiss has ran down the 30 of Blake Roebuck for third. Come down the front stretch here. Seeing what kind of a run this 26 machine gets. It looks like DG has a little bit of front end damage there on the right front. And Swiss getting a little bit of aero type from looks like it off of two. Good job of keeping from planting that thing into the wall. Meanwhile, the Toyoniac. A little over a second over to the 16 of Giglio as we cross the halfway point. As side by side for third, Roebuck and Swiss. Swiss went to the bottom, but you're not going to pass on the bottom. We're too far into a tire run for that to happen.
15%.
So, 16 coming down pit road. Blake trying to short pit. We're sub 60 to go. Try and make it in one more stop. Very, very interesting strategy. As the 37 Cliff Mullins is coming down pit road as well. Does this force the leader's hand? Does Hoytsman come down pit road? He's staying out. Tony Boland's come down pit road. Very, very interesting strategy as Swiss may have cracked the outside wall. Yeah. Pretty moderate front end damage to that 26 machine. Looks very similar to the 17 of Cody Brown's damage. And maybe a quick repair. It's Brown going around the 43 of Christopher Alkire. Giglio is down away from pit road, currently out on the racing surface. 17 seconds back to the 87 of Clint Roberts. I think he just clipped the apron there. So now the question is, when are we going to see guys come on the pit road as Swiss has made his way on the pit road? Probably going to use his quick repair. He does not. So, pit strategy being shown here. Let's go check in on the 47 Dalton Hayes. Looks like
4-3 this time by, 4-3 this time by.
Alright, so Alkire's coming in. I can tell you now that 16 is going to be the leader. Because the gap he's probably made up here with these the fresh tires, it's probably fairly significant as the 97 is down pit road. So Blake going to get his lap back and probably take over the race lead here by maybe, I'm going to guess, 2 or 3 seconds, honestly. Right now, that difference, let's see here, Hoytsma lap 60, so 3 or 4. Oh, Newton into the outside wall. Quinn has yet to come down pit road.
Sorry, Blake.
Hoytsma now down and away. And Blake, you can see Lucas there on the left-hand side. So Giglio going to take the race lead in terms of that cycle. It's the 14, Michael Edwards, and the 5, Quinn Newton going by. As for the others here, woo! Giglio going around the 30 of Roebuck, so Giglio going to unlap himself here. Derek Watkins down pit road. Hoytsman now going around the 26, or trying to. Oh, caught up between the 5 and the 26 there. Newton going to let the 97 by. Heavy lap traffic, or that's not even lap traffic. It's heavy traffic ahead for this 97 to try and catch up to the 16. Currently going by the 14 of Michael Edwards and now the 17 of Cody Brown. Roebuck still the race leader. Oh! Yellow flag in the air.
iRacing 80, show me where this wreck is.
Coming out of 2.
The 36 of Dolores Jones. Fresh tires just got loose off of 2 from the looks of it.
Where you at, homie?
So,
Me to pass you?
that right there plays right into the hands of the 30, the
I got
14,
36, I gotta stay behind.
and a couple others.
Who was involved in this wreck? I'm having a hard time finding it.
36 spun leaving pit road.
Hey, Mike, what's my right side look like?
Well, it's pretty dented up.
Just a self-spin, no one else got involved. We'll just, no wheel well, no nothing.
Is it worth a faster pace?
As the 30, oh, Roebuck may
Maybe
end up
not.
passing the pace car because he absolutely sent it on the pit road.
Kind of iffy.
So,
I saw Blake coming up on me and I'm talking to him.
Giglio,
Oh, hey, there's a turn there.
I believe, is going to take the race lead here. The 97 of Hoytsma, believe, will get the wave around.
Yeah, checking up going into 2, or 1, excuse me.
Roebuck's down and away. Number of guys coming down pit road here. All the drivers that had yet to come down pit road. So that's going to play into their favor. Now, I believe these guys are still have to make one last green flag stop. And going to have about 9-10 lap fresher tires than the 16 of Giglio. Very interesting turn of events for pit cycles as the 2. Tony Boland's coming back down pit road.
I got an EOL, so I got low power.
says you don't have any EOL.
No, I'd like to request an EOL. I have low engine power.
No, not bad.
So, a number of guys looks like they're going to get the wave around here. Swiss, Hoytsma, and others. Probably going to go back racing with about 42 to go. And we do take the one to green. Going to go back racing with 42 laps to go. Number of drivers once again getting the wave around here.
Back in front of me, William.
So right now, it looks like the Trian Technologies hard charger is still the 9 of JR Deal. He has made up 12 spots so far, running in 4th. Second row.
Tony, I have slight engine damage. I'm going to pull down those things. Right.
So the front row going to be the 16 of Blake Giglio and the 30 of Blake Roebuck.
Just do your thing, man.
Blake looks like is about on non-Tim lap Oder tires. Not sure how much of a difference that's going to be in the grand scheme of things here, as we have a couple of caution laps in that buffer. Definitely going to be an interesting way to end out this night, because I do believe we have one more green flag stop as 21 as requesting OL. Green flag in the air. Great restart by the 16. Blake all the way on the apron trying to immediately put some distance between himself and the field. The 30 of Roebuck comes down to cover the 14 of Michael Edwards, and the ghost man, Travis Martin, back in this. Here comes Newton in the 5. And Roebuck going to the outside of Giglio for the race lead. Trying to anyways, off of 4. Giglio coming up to cover. A little bit of a bump. We're still too wide for the lead. The Blake and Blake show right now as Roebuck getting just to the outside. They're going to get a big run off 2 down the back. Michael Edwards, Travis Martin, JR Deal trying to join this party as well as Roebuck going to take the race lead from Giglio. 14, Michael Edwards was side by side with the 63 of Travis Martin. Going to get that spot from him. JR now trying to capitalize as well. Quinn Newton in the 5 is back in this as well. Thanks, shot every time I say as well. 14 of Edwards about to go side by side with Blake Giglio for second. Trying to anyway, going to send it to the inside. Giglio may get the run off of 4 on that outside. Or his tires may be more warm than I'd give it credit for. He's nosing out ahead. So get ready to head into 1. Where does Travis Martin go in the 63? Right now he's at the top of the racetrack. Edwards still fighting the 16 down low. Right now that inside may be able to work, as right now Travis pushing the 16 along in the draft. Still too wide for second. That's all that 30. That's 30 has to love to see that. They're still too wide. That inside may actually work here. Edwards still just about got a nose out ahead. Still too wide down the back stretch. That 30 isn't quite pulling away. And in the 3, Edwards cleared the 16. Travis now giving a big push to the 16 machine off 4. 5 of Quinn Newton going around the 9 of JR Deal, as well as the 87 of Clint Roberts. How about that 87? We haven't talked about him all night. He's up here in the top 10, trying to battle it out for the top 5. Big run on the outside. That's Giglio trying to fight on that outside, but that's about 9 or so lap older tires. Looks like it's killing him. Only side by side, the 9 of JR Deal for 4th.
Sorry, Cliff. I didn't mean to contact you there, man.
It's JR going around. Quinn Newton will try and go around the 16 as well as Roberts.
Yeah, no, I just saw you front end come up all of a sudden.
So, checking on the leaders here as Newton continues to try and get around Giglio. Roebuck, 2/10 lead over the 14 of Michael Edwards. Down the backstretch here. Once again, it's mighty difficult to pass. We've seen that. So even if Edwards is able to catch that 30, it's going to be difficult to pass. Travis Martin with 63 running in second. Let's go a bit farther in the pack here. Right now, the 2 of Tony Bolin. Trying to get around the 41 of Derek Watkins. This is for, I believe, 9th. Nice son of Hoytsma, you know, he came out only a couple laps after Giglio, so he has older tires in this pack. And he's 3 seconds behind. That caution coming out has not done the 16 or the 97 any favors whatsoever. A match about 10 or so laps, we will see the final round of green flag stops. This is going to be very, very crucial. Does the 16 try and short pit again? He's losing a ton of time right now. He's 3 seconds back. That's bigger than any gap we've seen Giglio beat, even to Hoytsma. Short pitting. It could work, but it didn't work the first time. We'll see in about 3 or so laps, because they're about to be right on the edge of that window. So right now, Roebuck pull about a 6/10 gap over the 14 of Michael Edwards. Travis Martin in the 63 trying to get a run on the 14. Poor Blake's about to be 4 seconds back. 47 of Dalton Hayes, unfortunately lap down, about to go around the 16. Here comes Lucas Hoytsma. The original battle for the lead before the caution. So even with about 5 or so lap fresher tires, Lucas is reeling in the 16. Lucas is going to give a little shove to the 47 down the front stretch, heading into turn 1. 30 to go. Martin trying to get a run on the 14 for second. 29 laps to go. We're coming up on the 17 of Cody Brown. I believe Cody was on a different pit cycle. He's a lap down, in danger of going 2 laps down. He still has right damage. He may have already used his quick repairs. A 30. Blake Roebuck going by on the inside. About 5 seconds back is the 16 and the 97.
Hitting in this time.
There we go. There's our answer. Giglio going for the short pit. At 17, Cody Brown, once again on those fresh tires on that pit stop, going back around the 30, and that's allowing the 14 and the 63 to catch right back up to him. So Brown trying to scoot away here from the leaders. So that has allowed Michael Edwards and Travis Martin to catch right back up. Oh! The 30 catches right back up to the 17. Edwards pushing the fire out of the 30 down the backstretch, wiggling all over the back straight. We may have another yellow. As Martin looked to the outside of Edwards for second. Oh, Michael bumps the 30, going to try to move him out of the way. Good God, what a shot.
Man.
That's what the 30 said. That was
97 setting.
That was a shunt and a half. Edwards trying to go to the race lead on the outside.
When I go to sleep tonight, all I'm going to see is Clint.
Off of 4, Roebuck still trying to fight back on that inside. Edwards scored as the leader.
Do we need to play some Jaws theme music for you?
Travis Martin, 63, trying to capitalize this, going to the inside of the 30. 24, coming to 23 laps to go. Michael Edwards is the leader.
What haunts your dreams at night? That 87 truck.
So, Travis Morton, the 63 right now, is kind of in the catbird seat. If the 30 does try and get back to the rear end of the 14, Travis may be able to make his own move here. JR Deal in the 9, running in 4th. He's just behind all this chaos. Edwards trying to go around the 17 of Cody Brown. Travis Martin, the 63, looking to the outside of the 30.
Blake, you on the inside?
Yeah, I want inside, please. Thank you.
Coming to 21 to go. There's still 2 wide with the lap traffic here. As Martin going to the inside of Roebuck for second. Roebuck looks like he's going to let the 63 there by. They're just about 3 wide. It's Martin trying to side draft with the 14. Edwards coming down to cover, 20 to go. Say now, this final pit stop is going to be nothing short of chaotic if these guys are all on a line. Edwards going to the inside of Brown again. Travis Martin trying to get a run. Does he make it 3 wide up the middle? He's looking for it. Edwards coming up to cover. Is Brown finally going to let the leaders by? Never mind. They're going to be 3 wide. 2 wide for the lead. Lap truck Cody Brown going to make it 3 wide. Here comes JR, and here comes Giglio looking to get his lap back. Giglio's just going to drive right through the middle. So these guys need to think about when they're going to come down onto pit road. As Martin going to the outside of Edwards. Martin trying to use his teammate and Cody Brown as a pick. Travis, though, with the run. Still side by side. Edwards is going to try and use. Not quite able to. So Travis Martin going to the race lead. Edwards going to come down pit road. Woo, almost makes contact with a 36. Dolores on pit road. Hopefully we don't see him spin out off of 2. So Travis Martin with the race lead. So Giglio going to get, he already has his lap back, going to drive back around these guys. But going to have pretty old tires by the time this all cycles out. Edwards still on pit road here. So Giglio going by, you can see the difference there. As 14 down and away, coming off of 2. So Edwards going to try and find a way to run down the 16 of Giglio, and it looks like it's half a racetrack. I'm not sure if you're making that up in about 15 or so laps. That's a mighty tall order. So 36 is down and away on the backstretch. JR Deals moved up into second behind the 63 of Travis Martin. These boys probably hoping for a caution right about now. They're coming up on the 97, Lucas Hoytsma. Hoytsma has come down pit road. JR's come down pit road, as well as the 63. All right. So, the final pit cycle. Roebuck's down and away. Michael Edwards going by on the outside. So Giglio going to take the race lead. With 14 laps to go. Don't know how big this lead's going to be, or if it's going to be enough. Because I think he has about 10 lap old tires. William Oshbringer right now is scored the leader. Heavy front end damage. He has yet to come down pit road. So Edwards running in 7th behind the 41 of Derek Watkins. Watkins came in on lap 92. About 8 seconds is the gap here with 12 to go. Hoytsma. Hoytsma may run down to 16. It's 21. William Osprey going to come down pit road this time. Coming to 11 to go. If the yellow comes out, it's going to get interesting. Tony Bolin trying to run down the 9 of JR. So, Blake gonna be the leader. Down the backstretch here. 1.7 seconds is the gap between the 16 and the 97. And after that, that's when it starts getting kind of sporadic here. Michael Edwards caught in some pretty good traffic here. Currently going around the 63 of Travis Martin. Trying to at least. Travis has 3-lap fresher tires. And gets into the outside wall. That 54. As they're 3, almost 4 wide. Blake Roebuck in the 30 trying to make something happen. 10 to go. 8 seconds back. These guys are going to make up about a second a lap. And they might do so. Hoysma has about a second gap to the 16. Travis Martin right now looks like has the freshest tires out of this little secondary pack. He's gotten around Swiss. 6.3 seconds. .8. Woo, he's moving. I will give him that. He is moving. And if the 97 gets side by side with Giglio, that is going to slow him up when that gap is down to underneath a second. To go. Travis Martin, though, 3.9 seconds. Those are the leaders up there. There's a slow car. Oh my goodness.
Really? Man. I'm dead.
So what brought out the yellow?
It'll be under review when iRacing decides to show me who wrecked.
That's the 68 of Jake Lawrence. Sky's the outside.
Getting some spots here.
Has gone the outside wall.
So you're definitely getting me.
Got a chance.
And just came to stop on the apron.
1 lap newer tires you have are ridiculous.
Is that all I got?
Alright, so we're not going to go. We don't have much time left here.
Lucky Duck coming on the outside.
Salkire's come down pit road. Revenger getting the lucky dog. I can tell you now that 63, Travis Martin smells blood in the water.
There was a car stopped in 3 and 4 on the apron. That might have been it.
Yeah, I was linking and I couldn't see anything that was going on, so I just reset.
No, I see now that because I couldn't see you, you were blinking, but you made the right choice. I'd rather you pull off there than wreck someone. So no EOL applied. You did the right thing. Shitty iRacing thing, you know, he couldn't do anything about it. He was blinking, so instead of wrecking someone, he pulled off. Punish someone for that.
And it is weird that iRacing decided to throw the yellow for a car or truck that was parked on the apron. That is kind of stupid.
I like the wheel color there, Swiss.
Thanks, man.
It popped.
Alright. It's going to be a green white checkered. Oh, good God. This is going to get interesting. Looks like no one came down pit road for position. So right now, the Treen Technologies hard charger is the 63 of Travis Martin. Right now, he's made up 10 spots, looking to make it a total of about 14, or maybe 13.
Anybody got one of them extra set of tires?
I had one.
16 of Giglio here. If that yellow had not come out,
to the back. Sorry.
he may have been able to hold on here, but unfortunately, untimely cautions have kind of thrown a heck of a wrench into
Tony,
the short
did
pitch
you say you had
strategy.
it set?
Yes, sir. That last pit stop, I didn't take tires. I took gas only. I had a feeling we'd have a late caution.
Okay, so Tony's about to start flying. That's a solid 30-something lap fresh tire. Good God. As I believe it's going to be a natural green-white checkered scenario here. God help us all. Once again, watch for that 63. Right now, out of this little pack, that 63 has the freshest tires. Next in line would be the 30 of Roebuck. I get the feeling it's about to get pretty hairy. Alright. Pace truck is in. Waiting for the 16th step on it. Green flag back in the air. A little bit of wheel spin. 16 down on the way. Here comes the 97, the 63, and others coming. 2 laps to go. Hoytsma looking to get around the 16 already. Where's the 63? Travis Martin. He's side by side with the 87. Ew. That's what that 16 really needed to see. What does Hoytsma do? Try and back up the corner, try and get a run. Off of 4, Hoytsma sliding up. White flag. Martin to the inside of Hoytsma for second. Gonna give a little love tap to 16. Here comes Roebuck. Down the backstretch, the 97 pushing the 16. Where does Roebuck go? Giglio coming down to cover. Travis gives him a love tap off of 4. 3 wide for the race lead. Who's going to get to the line first? At the line, Lucas Hoytsma.
Let's go, Lucas. Let's go. Let's go. Get ready.
What a finish.
Yo, what a finish. Hell yeah, Lucas. Nice job, dude.
Holy crap.
That was a great finish, guys.
That was, I can't believe I won that. Good race. That was so much fun.
Lucas Hoytsma going 2 in a row.
Damn it, Mikey.
Look at this kind of in slow
As
motion.
usual,
So the
nothing here,
63
Cody, but any complaints, concerns,
gives
comments
a
you may
little
have
bump
after
to the
race,
16, try and move him up here, gets under him. As that happens, Hoytsma shoots to the outside with a run.
Pretty good race, guys.
And just that slow up between the
Well
63,
done.
even with the fresh tires.
Yeah,
They're
it's a
3,
great
4
race.
wide for the entirety coming to the line here.
Calm. Who said I'm calm?
At the line, Hoytsma. Lucas burn it down in the grass. Alright, as I finally joined my little broadcast booth here, I was waiting because it takes an unfortunate amount of internet here. My internet's been suffering. I stopped in Discord, so we'll go ahead and pull in the top 3. Blake, you got a copy?
Oh my god, Trenton. How's it going?
Pretty good. That was a hell of a finish.
That was amazing. I was happy Lucas got that. That was nuts.
Yeah, talk us about through that pit strategy. When that first caution came out, it unfortunately kind of put him behind the 8 ball a little bit there. May have had it if depend the 6-3 could catch you and Lucas there in the final closing laps. But then that second caution came out. How nervous were you?
I mean, I wouldn't say nervous. I knew that, like you said, I got put behind the 8 ball there. I really needed it to go green. If it went green, I had it. Because, I cleared Lucas. I was ahead of Lucas on that first one by like 5 seconds. So, I think I would have been all right. But, it's racing. Neil's are going to come out and caught us at an unfortunate spot. Me and Lucas were going to have a good battle. But I prefer that over anything. That was amazing at the end there.
Absolutely, man. I was honestly expecting that 63 to come through with those fresh tires. Almost did, but you covered the lane right at the perfect time. And man, that final restart was a hell of a finish. What went through your mind when y'all were 3 wide, almost 4 wide off of 4?
I was like, please don't wreck anyone. That's what I was hoping. I'm not in here for points, so definitely not wanting to wreck anyone.
By the way, man, you got yourself a podium here, so congratulations. Any sponsor shout-outs on the truck?
Yeah, we have Rocket Racing Setups. Sponsor me and do a good job with sets. You for broadcasting, SRL, trucks, putting this on. It's a lot of fun. We have TMS Graphics, JC, Security Pro. Just, everyone that makes this possible.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, congratulations once again on the podium.
Thanks, man.
That was 16, Blake Giglio. Next up, going to be the 63 of the Ghost Man, Travis Martin. Tonight's Tree and Technologies hard charger made up 12 spots. Travis, you got a copy?
10-4, brother.
Oh man, it's nice to see you back here in the truck series, and I'm gonna be real. I thought you had it. You had those fresh tires. Y'all were 3 wide. I was like, oh baby, here we go. Then all of a sudden, the 97 gets a hell of a jump on the outside out of nowhere.
Man, first off, it's good to be back. This is a great group of guys to race with. As you can see, we put on a hell of a show out here. Congrats to Lucas. A hell of a race to Blake. Great job to Blake, man. Both Blakes. What a race. It was just, what a finish. Blake did a really good job covering center. And then, Lucas got that run out of 4 out of nowhere. It was crazy.
Well, when you got underneath that 16, did you maybe like, oh, here we go, checker flag calling when you came off 4 when you saw the daylight?
Well, I knew Lucas was somewhere, so my plan was just to go to the apron and just floor it, not touch the grass. Inadvertently gave Blake the bumper in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Did not mean to do that. I just got in there a little hotter than I expected.
10 lap fresh tires will do that.
Yeah, I didn't really think the tire advantage was going to be that good because when we had come out of the pits, I didn't lift for a solid 7 or 8 laps. I was running just qualify laps, so I thought my tires were roasted.
But out of the way, you managed to come home second. Had there been maybe 3 laps instead of 2 there, do you think you maybe would have had something for these boys again?
Who knows? Blake was doing an amazing job taking my line, which is exactly what he's supposed to do. Maybe, you never know. All 4 of those guys up there, Clint included, really know how to scrap. So, who's to say? I'm just happy I got the P2.
Absolutely, man. Well, you got any sponsor shout-outs on the truck?
Of course. My beautiful paint scheme comes from 1023graphics.com. And if you're looking to run some open races and don't know how to do an open setup, go to McConeySetupShop.com. Use code GHOST for 10% off of your order. Thanks as always, Trent. You put on a great broadcast, man. Congrats to Lucas and good job to both Blakes, Clint. Great job, everybody.
Absolutely, brother. Good job once again on the podium.
Thanks, man.
That was the Ghost Man. Travis Martin finished second here tonight. I still thought he was going to pull that one off, but the Pontiac engineering is just a beautiful thing. There's no debating it. I mean, Lucas, how about that Pontiac engineering? You know, about 10-lap old tires, but that old 450 rocket, man, it just comes through right at the right place.
Dude, that thing was hauling. I was behind Blake, and I just, that run came out of nowhere, and I almost have to believe that there was a nitrous bottle somewhere in this truck because coming out of 4, that thing just got shot out of a cannon, and I just powered ahead of everybody. That was awesome. That was a great race. Tire strategies, fuel strategies, whatever you can think of, this race had it. That was awesome.
Well, I'm sure you saw it maybe in the relative box before that final yellow. That 63 was coming. You were gaining on Blake. But what went through your mind the moment that yellow came out?
I thought my race was over because I knew Travis had 10-lap newer tires than me. I thought me and Blake were just going to sink to the back on that restart, but I mean, we were both blocking like as much as we could. Blake was definitely blocking, and it was just somehow it worked out. But when that yellow came out, I completely thought my race was over.
Well, had we went green, do you think you would have been able to get around the 16?
I think I caught him with 5 to go. I was within a half second. I think there was a pretty good chance I was going to get around him. Travis definitely could have caught us as well because he was really pulling, but it would have been cool to see how that worked out, but I think this finish was even cooler.
Oh, yeah, 3 wide at the line. I was not expecting that. I did not have the right camera view. I was able to get it right as y'all hitting the front. I was like, holy Christ, y'all are 3 wide. But either way, y'all held it, didn't wreck coming to the line, and that 450 rocket came home the winner. Congratulations. Any sponsor shout-outs on the truck?
Just shout out to Speed World RC Shop and Raceway. Shout out to my teammates on CTC, and shout out to Blake for being a good sportsman there.
By the way, man, congratulations once again on getting it done here at Chicagoland. 2 wins in a row.
Thank you.
That was 9-7. Lucas Hoytsma, your winner here tonight. Once again, 2 wins in a row. So if those he doubts being locked in the playoffs from running last week, well, here you go. By the way, he is going to be the winner here tonight, and I'm very quickly going to bring up the sponsor poster here. Once again, no particular order. I thank the entire South Race League family. When I can, I covered the Tuesday night Fort Worth Screen Print Xfinity Series and the Thursday night Marable's Mobile Detail and Truck Series. I thank Fort Worth Screen Print and Elite Outdoors, MSP Knives, Ballista Packs, DG Swiss Screen Awareness about dysautonomia awareness, DGSRacing.com, Marable's Mobile Detailing, and stack up and fulfill my iRacing Terms of Service Agreement. This is iRacing. You can buy the membership, you can buy the truck, you can buy the track. I've been the Cheesecake. Have a good one.